Hello, welcome back to another lunch break reading. We are starting out with the Seven of Wands. And we also have the Sea of Mintaka, which is seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. I'm so confused about this energy. Let's see what they have to say. They're like, you're not going to be confused for long. Okay. I do feel like things are maybe a bit of a struggle right now. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords that just popped out. So anxiety. Oh yeah, we have the Tower here. We have the Five of Swords. The Hermit is on the bottom of the deck, asking us to look inside of ourselves. I'm also hearing follow the light that guides you, meaning like passions and things like that. Interesting. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, well that really fits with the Hermit here. If we're looking inside of ourselves, and that's how our spirit team talks to us, is through our own inner voice. I do firmly believe that everyone has the ability to be psychic. It's just whether or not you tap into that. Okay, we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust, baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Lots of messages about intuition lately. And perspective, none of this matters. Zoom out, also common ground. And this landed on top of the Nine of Swords in reverse. So whatever you are stressing about in the grand scheme of things, right? Remember that everything is always going to work out in your favor. I posted a short message about that earlier today. Everything is always going to be working out in your favor. And what's so strange is I was talking to my mom this morning, and she was stressing out, and I've been telling her for days, like, stop stressing, because it doesn't matter. And I've just been feeling all day like it doesn't matter, like just screaming it from the top of my lungs. Like none of the stress matters in the grand scheme of things, right? Because everything is going to work out. Like I don't know who needs to hear this. It doesn't matter what people are saying about you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people think about you. It doesn't matter. This position that you're in right now, I'm sorry, this is so aggressive. I'm usually not this aggressive if this is your first video. Again, in the grand scheme of things, right? Things are trying to work out for your favor. And I feel like you're a little grumpy. You're a little grumpy about this because of, I don't know, my face is drawn to the facial expression, or my eyes are drawn to his facial expression. He just looks grumpy. You're grumpy while you're waiting for something. But while you're waiting, you're also making, whether you know it or not, you're making plans with the universe, God, angels, your spirit team, whoever that is, right? Yet you're really being asked to zoom out here. All right, we have perspective that has zoom out here. We also have big picture thinking, visionary, inspired ideas. But like, again, look at the big picture of things right now. In the grand scheme of things, where does this fit in, right? And I know 444 my timer, as I said that, and I know like I'm hearing like money, housing, those are concerns, right? And those are things that you need solutions for very quickly, right? So those kinds of worries, very understandable, right? I feel like I need to tell you what I do when I find myself spiraling. And what I do is I zoom back out and I ask myself, what can I do about this right now? Usually when it's anxiety speaking, nothing. Like there's nothing I can do about that right now. Like there's nothing I can do about my AC being broken right now. All right. If there is something that can be done, I will go do that. Or if I can make a plan, I will go do that as well. Make a plan and then start actionable steps. All right. And I know it's frustrating when it feels like things are not working out. But I remember Soul Plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Again, all of this is temporary. This situation is temporary. This day is temporary. And it might be a terrible day. It's temporary. I'm hearing like, don't let it bleed. Don't let it bleed into the next. All right, we have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Tower. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a lot of conflict. There is a lot of, I'm hearing, upheaval. It's really hard not to be stressed in this energy, right? I'm hearing something different is on its way to you. That's why you're experiencing so much of this. I posted another message short earlier today that was like, the reason that this feels so difficult right now is because you are in that transition period. Like picture your life, and each cycle is a different ladder, right? There's a ladder here, and then there's another ladder here. Once you get to the top of this one, you have to climb over to the bottom of the next ladder before you can start climbing again, right? So the reason it's so difficult, right? Because the hardest part of that process would be switching ladders, right? That's what's happening right now. That's exactly what's happening right now. Does it make it any less frustrating? No, it doesn't. Will it get fixed? It will. You're going to be in a completely different spot. I'm hearing like within a month. All right. And some of you 6 weeks. But you're going to be in a completely different spot. All of this stress, all of this, I'm hearing workload, it is temporary. Yeah. We have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. I was literally just talking about like the reason that this is so difficult is because you have accomplished something big. You closed out a cycle, and you're just like tying things up in like a, maybe not a nice neat little bow, but you're tying things up in a bow, right? And you're in the process of moving forward, of leaving behind one cycle and going towards another. Like, this is big stuff. Like, this is a big accomplishment. And unfortunately, because you're stressed, you're anxious, you're frustrated because of, like, I'm hearing for some of you the minute things, like, maybe it doesn't feel minute to you. But anyway, because you're stressing so much, you can't actually celebrate the fact that you did it. Like, let's be honest, for the last, I'm hearing 3 to 5 years, great. I guess only you can answer that for yourself. Like, I'm hearing where you are headed is so much more aligned, but you have to get through the shit first. You have to get through the muck. We had a card that fell out on the floor, so I can't forget to pick that one up. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. Right? You are in co-creation with the universe. I want you to think back the last year, 2 years, month, week. What have you been asking for? Okay, I think that's all they want to pull for the... What have you been asking for? What do you want? What have you been talking to your spirit team about? Is it money? Abundance, wealth? I don't know why they're having me be so sassy today. I'm so sorry. Typically, I try to deliver these messages with more compassion. But think about what you've been asking for. 1111, 1111 on my timers. I said that. I know it feels delusional, right? But it's coming. And the reason that it feels so awful right now is because you have to shed all the rest of the stuff. Maybe you're tying up a couple lessons that you maybe didn't fully incorporate, which is fine. We're all human, right? But think of the process of a snake shedding its skin, right? Because we are in the year of the snake, right? 11:11 on the time. It's not comfortable, right? Like that can't be comfortable for the snake to like literally shed your old skin and grow new. Like, no, that can't be comfortable at all. So of course this change, this transition is going to be uncomfortable. You're not quite there yet, but you're not there. And I'm seeing just like things falling apart, things falling away. Like things are falling away for a reason, and that's because you can't take that with you. You can't take that place, that person, that situation. I'm hearing that thought process. You cannot take that with you because you deserve so much better than that. And I think as humans, as living beings, right, we often struggle with recognizing, like, I deserve better than this. Like, because sometimes we don't know. I hope for your sake that you know that you deserve better than that. I hope that you do. And honestly, some of these things we don't even realize we're carrying. Like, we're carrying bags that we never signed up for. We don't even know that we're carrying them, but we have to drop them off somewhere. And now is the time to drop them off. Because you don't want them coming with you into the next era, I promise. I didn't even talk about the card on the bottom. I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. I'm hearing this is all part of the process, baby. But like, what is waiting for you? Abundance, prosperity. For some of you, love. Just a better life. Which is probably what you've been asking for. I see the King of Cups under here too. Yeah. We the Hathors. The thing that's sticking out on here is birth as a portal. There was another message that I posted over the weekend. Another short. Birth is a painful process for everybody involved. It sucks, and it's very traumatic to the child too. Not that it isn't for the mother, but like, think of of this process also as birth, because you are being birthed into a new, I'm hearing timeline. It's not typically words that I throw around, but like you're being birthed into a new space, a new timeline, if you will. All right. The High Priestess and the King of Cups. And we also, again, we have the King of Pentacles over here too. Like, you intuitively, you know, or have some concept of these changes. I feel like intuitively you also kind of know that things are going to work out. You might be like, you might be stressing about it, but like also eerily calm. Calmer than usual. I'm hearing. Take what resonates, see what doesn't. Yeah. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I'm here. I heard with this, like, you are juggling a lot and it's not fun. My timer was just at 16:16 and it's 11:16. So you may be seeing a lot of sixes, a lot of ones. But yeah, you're juggling a lot and it sucks. And soon you will be dropping things. I just heard enough is enough. And I feel like you're just kind of waiting for your moment. Like you're waiting for your opportunity. It's coming. It might not be without conflict. I'm going to be honest. It might not be without conflict, but unfortunately, I know in spirituality they talk a lot of love and light, but it's not always love and light out here. Definitely is not. And also, you're allowed to feel frustrated, right? You're allowed to feel annoyed and definitely like acknowledge those emotions. But I think the big picture message here, since I didn't even realize this. We have big picture thinking right here. I think the bigger message is like, don't dwell on it. Because like in a couple weeks or a couple months, like these problems aren't going to be problems anymore. We have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. You've been through hard things before. Yeah, you've been through hard things before. Some of you have been through harder things before. You will get through this and come out the other side. I'm hearing bigger, better, stronger. And we have the Five of Cups and the Sun that came out together. And with the Five of Cups, I like to talk about how he's looking at the spilled cups that are on the ground and not the ones that are still standing. And this card is about loss. It's about grieving. And you're allowed to grieve these losses. You're allowed to feel these losses. Because a loss is a loss is a loss, right? But don't forget how much else you have going for you. And don't forget about the happiness, I'm hearing the comfort as well, that is waiting for you on the other side. All right, this is going to be the last couple cards. We have big picture thinking. So again, zoom out. Some of you may be called, because it says inspired ideas, so some of you may be feeling called to take inspired action right now, which is also making you a little bit more overwhelmed. All right. Pull back when necessary. I feel like a lot of you watching this have probably gone through a lot of lessons in the past couple months, couple years about pulling back and tending to yourself. So please don't forget what you have learned already. Okay. But there are some surprises coming for you. And they're going to be good. They're being cheeky about it. So, very tight-lipped. They're going to be good. When they start coming in, let me know. But when you find yourself spiraling, pull back. If you find yourself taking on too much, pull back. All right? And keep in mind, which I know it's hard to do when you're in the thick of it, but keep in mind that this is all happening in order to bring bigger and better back to you. Okay? I love you. I hope this helps. I wish you the best of luck. All right. If you need further guidance or more personalized guidance, you can always book in a reading with me through the link in my bio. Bye, guys.